tension erupts as Captain Ibrahim Traoré delivered a powerful message to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, urging him to act swiftly on Nnamdi Kanu's release. His words were bold, direct, and unfiltered. Listen closely as Traoré challenges Tinubu and calls for true leadership across the continent. Before you watch the full video, kindly tell us where you're watching from and share your feelings in the comment section below.
President Tinubu, Africa is watching you. You have discussed Nnamdi Kanu's release with your senators. Now take action. A man who spoke for justice should not remain in detention while corrupt people are moving freely. Keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison is not strength but fear. Release him now, before silence becomes shame and before it turns to regret.
This comes after President Tinubu's reassured Nnamdi Kanu's release. Watch the video.
I'm trying my best to ensure Nnamdi Kanu is released. As I promised before I was elected, nothing will change my intention regarding his freedom. The process is ongoing and his release is near. I ask for patience and understanding as we bring this matter to a peaceful conclusion for the unity of our nation.
Because history does not forget, and history is listening. It is recording every decision made by those who claim to lead in truth. The world is changing, Mr. President, and the wind blowing across Africa today is not a wind of submission, it is a wind of awakening. From Ouagadougou to Abidjan, from Lagos to Enugu, from Accra to Addis Ababa, the sons and daughters of Africa are rising to demand justice, not speeches. President Tinubu, Nigeria is the lion of Africa, but even the lion must roar in the direction of truth. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. And the cry of the Biafran people, the call of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, is not madness, it is the voice of a wounded people asking for dignity. You may silence a man, but you cannot silence an idea whose time has come. You may cage a body, but you cannot imprison the spirit of freedom. You may stop a broadcast, but you cannot stop the truth from spreading. And that truth is simple. Nigeria cannot build peace on injustice. Nnamdi Kanu spoke about unity through fairness. He spoke about self-determination, not to destroy Nigeria, but to redefine the dignity of his people. He stood before millions of Biafrans, men, women, and children. And he said, "We deserve to live in a land where justice is not a privilege but a right." How does that become a crime? How does love for one's people become treason? Mr. President, if your government fears the truth, then it is not governing, it is hiding. And if you fear a man behind bars, then your power is already broken. Free Nnamdi Kanu, not because the world is watching, but because Africa is awakening. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, we are reclaiming our dignity. We have said no to puppets and no to colonial chains. We are standing on our soil and saying, Africa must govern herself. And in this same voice we now say, Nigeria, do the right thing. Release the man who spoke for the voiceless. Because when you silence one voice of justice, you create 1,000 others. You can destroy buildings, you can ban organizations, but you cannot destroy conviction. To the people of Biafra, I say this. Your struggle is known. Your pain is not hidden. Africa has heard your cry. And I, Ibrahim Traoré, will not stand in silence when my brothers and sisters are humiliated for speaking their truth. You have been called names. You have been branded as enemies of the state. But I see through the noise. I see a people yearning for respect, for recognition, for identity. You are not rebels, you are Africans, demanding fairness in a land that has forgotten equality. Yes, unity is sacred, but unity without justice is slavery. A country cannot demand peace when it builds its foundation on wounds that have never healed. Nigeria must decide what kind of nation it wants to be. One that fears its citizens or one that embraces their voices. Because, my brother Tinubu, leadership is not about silencing, it is about listening. You can never command loyalty through fear. You earn it through fairness. The Biafran agitation is not just a Nigerian issue, it is an African lesson. When people feel unheard, they will shout. When they feel unseen, they will rise. When they feel betrayed, they will break chains, no matter the cost. And this is not rebellion, it is the heartbeat of every people who have been denied justice. Africa must learn from this. We must stop pretending that unity can exist without truth. We must stop labeling our brothers as traitors for demanding equity. If Biafrans are crying for justice, don't arrest their leader, answer their questions. President Tinubu, release Nnamdi Kanu and begin a new chapter for Nigeria. A chapter where dialogue replaces detention, where reconciliation replaces repression, and where leadership replaces fear. Because, listen to me, my brother, the bars that hold Nnamdi Kanu are not strong enough to hold an idea. That idea has already crossed oceans, entered classrooms, reached foreign parliaments, and settled in the hearts of Africans. If you think the struggle ends in prison, you are mistaken. That is where revolutions begin. And I tell you this today, you can kill a revolutionary, but you can never kill a revolution. To the IPOB members, to the millions who call themselves sons and daughters of Biafra, I salute your courage, but I also call on you. Do not lose your soul in your struggle. Do not let anger destroy the dream. Continue to seek justice with discipline and wisdom, for history will favor those who fight with honor. Our oppressors expect chaos. They expect division. But when we answer injustice with intelligence, we shake their entire foundation. The goal is not war, it is freedom through truth. It is freedom through awakening. The time has come for Africa to speak with one voice. We cannot keep exporting courage and importing shame. We cannot watch our brothers jailed for speaking truth while criminals dine with presidents.